What's up, YouTube? Welcome back to my channel. Long time no talk. It has been a year since I've checked in with you guys. A lot has happened since this year. As some of you may know, last year I had my third child, Zori, and the last time we spoke I was freaking out because I had to have a C-section. Thank God everything went well. It was nowhere near as bad as I thought it was going to be. And she's here, of course. But yeah, so much has happened as far as where I wanted to go career-wise with mental health. As some of you may know, I started this YouTube channel and I named it The Disconnect. So I felt like there are different reasons why we disconnect from being mentally well, whether it being a childhood trauma, whether it being, you're going through some type of grief. There's a lot of reasons why I feel like we aren't in a space where we can start our mental health journeys. So I specifically started this YouTube channel to talk about my mental health journey, which I have started in 2019 when I lost my grandmother. I've been going to therapy consistently. Sometimes I go every other week, sometimes I go every week, sometimes I go multiple times a week, depending on what I need to talk about or things that I feel like I need to work through. So therapy has definitely been something I've been doing for the past 3 years. It's been very beneficial for me. It's definitely one of those things where you have to fill out which therapist works best for you. I did go through 3 different therapists before I was able to find the person that I've had for over a year now, who understands my situation, gives me really good advice, really good practices to, do on a daily basis. She's just fitting, and I'm so glad to have her in my life and have her as an emotional support system. But back to what has been going on this past year. I just feel like I needed to update you guys on where I am, what I'm doing, the things that I'm working on, because I'm super excited about it. So what I'm going to do for you guys, since I've done so much within the past year with coming up with the virtual support group, having virtual panel discussions, and then things that I'm currently working on, I'm just going to insert the clip so that you can see some of the things that I've been doing, some of the footage that I have from those events. So last year I had 2 virtual panel discussions. I had one on Suicide Prevention Day, and then I had another one on Survivors of Suicide Loss Day in November. One was in September of last year, one was in November of last year. And it was pretty much a panel of mental health professionals, people who have dealt with mental health challenges. They were able to share with the audience, ways that they cope, strategies for depression and stress, anxiety. And then I had mental health professionals on there to give you the resources that you need, the type of resources that are out there for the public to access. I think the conversations were really personable, they were relatable, they were intimate. It was really cool to get insight from professionals, insight for people who have been dealing with mental health disorders, mental health challenges. I think that it was really cool to be able to present that to the community and for them to be able to, hear people's stories and know that they're not alone dealing with these types of things, and know that there's help out there to, get to a better you. So those mental health those virtual panel discussions were the first of my events. It was something that I've been trying to figure out exactly what I wanted to do, and once I figured out what I wanted to do, I started reaching out to different organizations to see if they wanted to partner with me. And the very first virtual panel discussion was partnered with Black Girls in Media. They are a community of women that come together to, assist you with finding a job in the media industry. They give you access to job postings. They give quick tips. They recently had a conference in Atlanta this year. Shout out to Tasha Mack. She's an amazing um, individual. I was able to meet with her to discuss what I wanted to do last year for Suicide Prevention Day, and she was fully on board. She loved the idea, and we were able to coordinate my first virtual panel discussion with her, and we had an amazing time putting that together. And if you want to be a part of that community, I will link their information in the description box below, and I'll also tag it here so that you guys can be a part of that community. It's an amazing community. And again, shout out to Tasha Mack. Thanks again for partnering with me last year. And so yeah, that is just the half of what I've been doing for the past year. After the virtual panel discussions, actually after the last virtual panel discussion, which within that panel, I had an attempt survivor, and she was a teenager, and her story impacted me so much, and it made me think about how many other teenagers like herself were going through, depression and dealing with suicide ideation. I just was thinking, like, what could I do for this demographic to bring them closer to their mental health journeys? And I came up with the idea to start a virtual mental health support group for teens. And I wanted to think of what would be the best name for it, and I actually came up with Alma Support Group. As some of you may know, my grandmother's name is Alma. This mental health journey for me started after she passed. So I wanted to combine all the things that I've been working on within myself and things that I want to do in the future for mental health, and I created this group. We've been going strong since April of this year. We started the group via Zoom. We meet for about 30 minutes. We have a icebreaker exercise. We have a mental health discussion, and then we end with words of affirmation. And I have 2 mental health professionals that are running that group with me. One is a friend from middle school and high school, and then one is someone who I connected with last year who was actually a panelist on my very first virtual panel discussion. Those 2 ladies have been taking the time out to meet with me and to meet with this group every month, and they're such a blessing. I'm just so grateful to have a team of people who see the vision and they're actually able to make it come to fruition with me. So the name of this group is called Alma Support Group, and I was trying to think of, my goal is to find unique ways to bring teens together to have the discussion about mental health. And it doesn't always have to be a discussion or like a lecture type of thing. I wanted to find unique ways to bring them together just to have the conversation. We don't, so after that, after starting the group up this past summer, I was thinking of different ways that I can bring teens together. And one of the teens, which happens to be my nephew, who's a part of the support group, loves to skateboard. So he describes skateboarding to me as an outlet for him. It's the way that he expresses himself. He feels like he's himself as long as he's skateboarding. It's something to look forward to. He gets to do it with his friends. He just gets like a lot of positive energy from skateboarding. And it made me think about how skateboarding, in a sense, is looked at as a safe space for him and his friends. So I felt like, why not invest in a safe space, create a safe space, and invest in a safe space that teens can use. So I came up with the idea to fundraise to get a skate park built in the Baltimore area. We do have some skate parks here. I don't want to say there's a lot because they're kind of like spread out in different places in the Baltimore area, but I wanted to create another one. You can never have too many is how I feel. So so we had a fundraiser back in August, and I want to put some clips in this video so that you guys can check that out. It was very successful. I had a lot of family and friends show up and support. I also had some of my nephew's friends come out and support, and they were able to take away a message about how there are people here who want to invest in safe spaces, and there are people who recognize that skateboarding is not just a recreational sport. Skateboarding is your outlet. So investing in your outlet is investing in you. So special shout out to Charm City Skate Park. They opened up their skate park for me to put together the fundraiser. The owner was amazing. He helped me throughout the entire fundraiser. When we had some technical difficulties, he was right there to ask me if there's anything that I needed. So that was pretty cool. And just last month, they actually reached out to me and asked me if I was interested in having a custom skateboard made. And of course, I said yes. It just so happened to be around the time of my nephew's birthday, and I thought that it would be the perfect gift to get him a custom skateboard made. So I'm going to insert some clips from that. Getting that skateboard made with his name on it, and the Alma Support logo is on there. I thought that that was really cool. So shout out to Charm City Skate Park for doing that for me. It was an amazing gift for my nephew Amari. But so after the fundraising event, I had a vision board affirmation workshop with the Quality Education. They are an organization that focuses on social and emotional learning. And shout out to Soleil and Ariana. Thank you so much for traveling all the way from New York City to Baltimore to bring this event to life. It was a very powerful and intimate setting. I had it at the Randallstown Community Center, and they came and did a workshop for us. We made vision boards. We learned about our 8 areas of life, and we were able to create the vision board based off of our 8 areas of life that we wanted to focus on. And then we actually had a photo booth set up so that we could take pictures with our vision board. So I'll insert clips from the affirmation workshop as well as our photo booth.
Pick one. What serves my needs, and most importantly, what makes me feel good about who I am, right? What represents the me that I feel inside, and what can I do to feel safe to express that out to the world, and then to actually follow that path in a productive way that brings me to the things that I'm looking for in my life. We can go many, many, many years without asking those questions. Soleil and I started a company based off of our own experience of having part of a lifetime where we never got quiet and looked at those parts of who we are. So we love this practice. We've done this actually the last...
It was a great night to connect with my family and to meet some new people. And it was just really cool to be able to put something like that together. It's definitely something that I want to continue being able to do, putting together, these unique events that bring people together to have this mental health discussion and just to kind of gauge where you are on the mental health spectrum. I think it's really beneficial for people to have a safe space where they can, speak about things that they're working on, things that are challenging them, and kind of filtering out how to get closer to their goals. So that was really cool. And now we can get down to where I am now, what I'm working on now, and the projects that are actually in the works. So, the next thing that I am doing, well, before I get into that, I have been in contact with Save.org, which is a nonprofit organization based in Minneapolis. I have been in contact with their marketing and outreach director, Linda Mars, for over a year now. I originally reached out to her just to get some insight on how to put together a virtual panel discussion and what types of trigger words to not use. Just because for the second virtual panel discussion, I knew that I was going to have a younger panelist. So I just wanted to make sure that I was going about it the right way as far as what to ask, what not to ask. She was an attempt survivor, so I wanted to just make sure that I was, I'm new to the mental health community, so I just wanted to make sure that I wasn't going to be using the wrong words or asking something that may be too personal. I just wasn't sure. So we've been in contact for over a year now, and I decided that I wanted to volunteer with Save.org, which, if you don't know, Save actually stands for Suicide Awareness Voices for Education. They have a lot of different programs and literature for parents of teens. They have a lot of different programs that they offer to assist parents with teens who may be depressed, maybe dealing with anxiety. It's pretty much a resource and a tool for educating you on suicide prevention and mental health awareness. So they're a really cool organization, and I decided that I wanted to be a charter lead for this organization for Baltimore County. So I have my own board members, and I'm going to be creating my own events. And the very first event is going to be a fashion show for teens. It's called Positive Vibes Only Fashion Show for Teens, and it's going to be in March 25th to be exact, and I'm going to have it at the Randallstown Community Center as well. I'm going to have 12 models, about 4 or 5 designers, and we are going to put together a fashion show with custom pieces that represent positive energy and positive vibes. We're also going to be auctioning off those custom pieces to the audience. There's going to be a live auction. As you see the custom piece, you'll be able to bid on it, and then at the end we'll be able to see who's the highest bidder and who the custom piece will go to. All of the proceeds for this fashion show will go to Save.org, which is the nonprofit I'm the charter lead for. It allows us to continue having more creative events, bringing people together to connect and have this mental health discussion. So the tickets for that will be going on sale December 20th. I hope that everyone in the Baltimore area, or anyone anywhere, honestly, would love to come and support and be a part of this event. I'm super excited for it. It's definitely a lot of moving parts to it, but it's going to be so worth it in the end. I've definitely been working on it for the past couple of weeks, and I have a pretty strong team of people who are participating, volunteering, giving their insight, just being a support system for me, because this is a lot. And but honestly, I feel like at this point, with the things that I've done before, with the time span that I had to make it happen, like, I feel like I can do anything. I literally feel like whatever goal I set, as long as I'm determined and persistent and consistent, I feel like there's not one event that I can't do. That's just how I feel, and that's just how I'm going to carry it, and that's how I want to carry it going into the new year, with all the things that I want to do in the future. So, I know that was a lot, but that is where we are as far as updates with where I am, what I'm doing, the projects that I'm working on. I do apologize if I sound nasally. I do have a cold, but We're going to keep it moving because I needed to update you guys. There's a lot going on, a lot that we needed to catch up on. But, so moving forward, I know that this YouTube channel was originally called The Disconnect. I want to change this channel name because I feel like I want to branch out and do so much with this channel that I think I want to call it Back to Me. As I said before, this journey has been 3 years strong, 3 years and counting, and every single time I do something for the mental health community, I'm doing something for myself. I'm showing up for myself. I'm showing myself that there's nothing that I can't do. So I feel like I'm getting back to me. So I think that's what I want to call this YouTube channel. I'm going to work on that intro and a YouTube banner for that to be worked on soon. But yeah, what else did I want to update you guys on? Oh, New Year's. So, you know how people make New Year's resolutions, you know, towards the end of the year, what they want to do for the next year? Well, I don't want to just say what I want to do going into the new year. I want to be more proactive this year. So, this year, what I would like to do is, I would like to, which I already have, I started 2 days ago, I want to get a really strong skincare routine. So when I was in North Carolina for Thanksgiving, I went to Ulta Beauty and I found skincare products by Butta, Buttah. It was like a small pack, well, not that small, but like a medium-sized pack with a facial cleanser, a vitamin C serum, and a moisturizer. So I've been using that for the past 2 days. I wake up in the morning and I use it, and I can say that I'm seeing, you know, minor results. If you can see, I have like a little shine here, maybe the lighting, but we just gonna go with it's the skincare routine. But yeah, it's definitely something that I have now made a part of my routine. So it was my skincare routine that I wanted to work on, and then it was starting a gym membership so that I can do more dances outside of TikTok. I'm still going to do TikTok, whatever, but I think it's cool to have a gym membership where I can actually sign up for, when I sign up for, I can actually go to my Zumba classes, my cardio dance classes. I actually did used to work at the YMCA like 7 years ago, and I would go to the Zumba and the cardio dance classes, which they were so much fun. But yeah, I want to go to actual dance classes. I want that to be a part of my routine. And the last thing is, so this came today. I don't know if some of you know what this company is. It's called Care Of, and they're pretty much a company where you go on their website, you take a quiz, they ask you questions about your lifestyle, your dieting, your sleeping habits, any medical conditions you have, and then they compile vitamins that fit those needs. So it comes in this cute little box here. This is a 30-day supply, and what you do is you pretty much take one out for the day, and on each package is your name, and then of course your vitamins are here, and then there's actually a question or some type of quote on here. So this is the pack that I'm actually going to be taking today. It says, today's question: if you could have dinner with one person, living or dead, who would it be? Well, that's a no-brainer. It would be my grandmother. If I could have one more dinner with her, that would be amazing, because I have so many questions, and I just want to know how she is and if she's happy, and you know, yeah. So, wow, didn't expect that question. But yeah, so these are my vitamins here, and so my vitamins that I have here are folic acid. I have a multivitamin here, and then I have an iron vitamin, and then I have a vitamin that helps with joint pain. So it comes in this cool box, which I love. It's very convenient, mobile. And then I have this pack that I ordered separately. It's called Gut Check. This is on-the-go probiotics for digestion. So it's a dietary supplement that you, I think it's like a powder. Yeah, so it says pour into mouth, no water needed. So this is something that whenever my stomach is upset, because I do have Crohn's disease, I can go ahead and take that. Yeah, it's really cool. One of my, well, she's more than a YouTuber, but on her YouTube channel, she speaks about, you know, this company, Care of, and she actually has a promotion going on right now where if you put in her code, you get 50% off. So if you guys go to Joy in Life, she's a choreographer, she's an entrepreneur. If you go to her page, Joy in Life, I will put it in somewhere on this video. She has a promo going on where you can get 50% off if you put in Joy50, JOIE 50, then you get 50% off your first purchase. But yeah, Care of did not sponsor this video. However, Care of, if you want to sponsor this video, hit me up. But yeah, so that was another part of a self-care practice I wanted to put into my routine, is taking daily vitamins and just getting my body right. My body has been through so much the past 2 years between having a baby and mental health. Well, of course, mental health challenges, but medical conditions that have come up since then. I just wanted to get my body in a space that's more healthy, and I'm more energized, and I'm not allowing those conditions and disorders to, you know, make my daily life difficult when I can be taking vitamins and being proactive and putting certain things in place. And that's what I'm doing. I'm starting now before the new year, so that when the new year comes, I'm gonna be already in the rhythm of it. And yeah, that's where I am with everything. I feel like I said a lot. I hope I didn't say too much. I hope that you watched to the end of this video and I didn't overwhelm you with everything that I'm talking about. And I hope you're excited for what is to come for this channel, and you know, all the things that I'm going to be working on going into the new year. I'm excited about it. I'm excited to bring you with me. I'm excited to update you guys and bring you along for this journey, because it is ongoing. As always, if you like this video, I want you to give it a thumbs up, please, and don't forget to subscribe to this channel, and I will see you in the next video.